Yo, happy Thanksgiving. Week 12 is upon us. Madden got another one right with the blowout of Dallas over Minnesota. This time we head to the AFC as we watch the South. AFC leaders, Tennessee Titans, take on the Cincinnati Bengals and see if Tennessee can keep on rolling. Woo!
It's Madden NFL 23, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
So yes, somehow the AFC South is, how should I put it, a disaster. One-sided. Ugly. It's been like that for a few years now. It's been Tennessee's division, I would say.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis.
Because I do believe the last two seasons they've won it.
The running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
So, I mean, right now the Tennessee Titans are 7-3, Cincinnati 6-4. I mean, Tennessee has a decent grab on the South, while the Bengals, they're in the playoff hunt. I'm not saying the AFC North isn't out of their reach, but they're a playoff team after going to the Super Bowl last year, representing as the AFC champions. So here we go. Oh, Houston won the last one in 2018. So Tennessee's won the AFC South the last two seasons.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Nashville. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season.
But I'm sorry for the
Cincinnati football.
Pause there.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second,
AFC South
action play.
Tennessee's won the last few years with the records of 11-5 and 12-5. So they improved since they had an extra game. They got an extra win last year. But the 2 years prior to that, Houston won it in 2018, 2019, thanks in part to Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt.
First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it.
And the year prior to that,
not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Give him 3 there on the
you
first
had
play
Jacksonville, who got all the way to the AFC Championship game.
Holding it to a short
And
game, but I don't think the offense is
Houston
going to
won
be
again in
daunted.
2015,
They actually
2016.
accomplished their goal there. Now they've got
Indianapolis
aware that they can throw a
2014,
screen out,
2013.
maybe to slow the
Houston
pass rush down a
2011,
little bit, and they can throw
2012.
it downfield.
Indianapolis
A first carry for the
2010,
Oklahoma Sooner, Joe
2009,
Mixon.
Tennessee,
Take this up to the 30.
2008.
These two teams, the
And they
Bengals and Titans,
Indianapolis 7-6-5-4. And Tennessee in the division was 3 and 12-2. So
coming off the bye, they were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville.
and yes, this is a rematch of the divisional round
First down as they're able to get
of the
the
playoffs,
third down conversion.
where Cincinnati last year They don't win a
move him
playoff
little
game
bit
since
towards the center of the field.
89
so he
or
put his foot in the
91.
ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a
Lost
catch.
like 6 straight appearances. Andy Dalton and was it Todd Lewis? That could be a mistake. I know it's Lewis.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack.
Yeah, first playoff win since
They
1990.
used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Made the Super Bowl for the first time since '88.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow.
And just that,
Open receiver,
you know,
that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much
Marvin
after
Lewis.
the catch.
Marvin Lewis. 16 seasons with
here for the Titans on 3rd.
for Cincinnati, and was
Here's Burrow. He's
that's
got Hurst, his tight end.
yeah, 0 and
He's
7
going
in
to
the
have another
playoffs.
first down as the tackle's made at the
0
Titans
and
37.
7.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
It's like,
Brandon,
how do you go
he's been
0 and
so
7 in the
precise to start this
playoffs? One
game,
and
but we're
done.
watching an operation
They keep the
taking
job
place
to some
right now.
extent.
Master surgeon at work.
There's 131, 122, and 3. 3 ties? Cincinnati had 3 ties with him?
So operating
No.
from Tennessee
Whatever,
territory
but-
now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Anyway, I feel like
They go
I'm
back
somewhat
to the ground
digressing.
now with Mixon.
But I mean, like they said a little bit, this is a rematch of last year's divisional round.
Finding the opening as he's got this now all the way
Yeah,
down to the
Tennessee
22.
was able to
Calling a
get
gain
the
of
first round
14
by
for the
number 1
second
seed in
play
the
in a
AFC.
row.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on
And
that run. And let's
Tennessee's
face
a
it, it
tricky
shouldn't
team.
be a
They're
surprise. He's one of the
sneaky
better
good.
backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
They got-
Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They got Ryan Tannehill resurgence to some extent. Not the greatest quarterback, just more of a time manager. He will hit those passes when needed. And
Throwing now, Burrow
you
on
know,
first
doesn't
down.
make too many mistakes, but he can if he gets under pressure. But their main weapon is King Henry, Derrick Henry. You know?
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've
And
been
if you
methodical,
can
they've been crisp,
stop-
and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an
Basically,
early
if you
first
can
and goal.
slow down Derrick Henry, keep him contained, make Tannehill feature in the passing game, and you score more points, well, you're going to
First
win.
and goal, a chance for an early statement here
No.
on the road. Now it's Burrow.
And that's just what Cincinnati was able to do last year in the
And this will
playoffs.
be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already.
Cincinnati this
Looking his
year
way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that
had a
that
slow
could be
start,
a really
for sure.
frequent combination.
didn't start off too well, but they've been able to turn things around. They've lost. They didn't
They'll
lose
try
Chase Young,
again here from the
not
7
Chase Young.
on 2nd and goal.
Jamar Chase for the year. They didn't lose him. I think he's just out for a few weeks.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Speaking of Jamar Chase, I don't think he's
Chase on a
healthy yet.
touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals get the upper
I'll have to
hand
look
as
that
they're
up.
on the board first here this afternoon.
No, that's the one thing with
That was a
sometimes
really
Man's
good opening
accurate,
drive on
sometimes
a
Man's
number of
not,
fronts.
but
10 plays,
I
very
digress.
methodical,
I'm
set
not
the tone.
So
the
you
whole
know
man
right now,
too
if you're on the
accountable
defensive
for it.
side of the
It's
ball,
just a
you're on
simulation,
the sideline saying,
seeing
okay,
how
what do we have to dial up
who the
in
clear
order to
things
get off
going
the
with.
field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the
And
score
like last
7-0.
week, Tennessee had a short week. They went to Green Bay. Green Bay was able to contain Derrick Henry, but unfortunately, Tannehill, was able to beat the Packers. But it doesn't help the Packers played, say Tennessee 5 yards for a first down, but their cornerbacks played 7 yards deep. If they needed 3 yards, they played 5 yards deep. You know, they gave their wide receivers too much cushion.
After the touchdown,
And by the time Tannehill snaps the ball, drops back, takes 3 steps back,
and this will not be brought out.
the ball's right out of his hands as the defenders running towards the wide receiver, and first down. Derrick Henry, I think his longest run might have been like
And one of the things that has really impressed me
6
about
yards.
Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance.
I'm sure I can
Early in
look
his
that up.
career, didn't have the
But
success that
he did have a
desired.
screen
Had some
pass
injuries
with
that slowed
a
his
blatant
development, but he kept working at his
miss,
craft, and now
no
he's a
call
guy that I
holding
think
on
you
the
can
offense,
gain
but
on his shoulders.
I'm just a fan. And Tennessee's offense move the ball. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is banged up. He's got that broken
Tannehill
thumb.
and the Titans come up now first and 10
claims
at their own 25-yard line.
it does bother him, but
They'll try and start this drive in the
it is
air.
what it is.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this will be a
And
gain of
don't
5
get
as
me
he
started
gets
on
it
my
to the
Packers.
30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with a big man in his
And yeah,
7th
Henry,
season. It's Derrick Henry
and as
trying to bounce it outside,
Derrick
but he's
Henry,
only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
he had
They'll
2
say
pass
no gain
attempts,
on the play there, and now
and
it'll be
he
3rd down.
was 2
It's
for
rare
2
that a man
for a
his size
touchdown.
can at least push forward
Derrick
for a
Henry's
yard,
longest
but
rush
they
was
stopped
9
him there for
yards.
nothing.
So I
You're
mean,
talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right.
But
And it takes a
then you
group
look-
effort to get a
but
guy like that down.
Ryan
And now
Tannehill,
let him find
he
some
was
space. The first guy
22
in, he's got to take one
for 27.
because he's just waiting
He
there
only missed
and holding
5
on for
passes.
everyone else to help him out.
He threw for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them.
You can't
Nice
let that
job
happen.
finding his
If
receiver
you
there.
stop Derrick Henry, Derrick
get
Henry
the
only
first
ran for
down.
87 yards. But it is what it is. Other
So
highlights
from the 39
from
now, they'll
this
come
past
up on a
weekend.
1st and 10.
We had the Falcons beat the Bears.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
You had the Bills beat the Browns in Detroit. I was a little disappointed. That was the other big story, that the Buffalo Bills got to play in Detroit.
The last
They're
run
gonna
got
play
9.
Detroit
That
twice
leaves them
in
with
5
2nd and a
days.
yard.
Just because of the Beatles snowstorm. They got about 6
They'll run
feet,
it again with Henry.
and it's just the resources.
At the 48-yard line.
Didn't have enough resources to remove all that snow in time for the game. When you have the rest of the city that has to dig themselves up. Which is, I get it. And you know what? Like, oh no, this football game is so important. Well,
A first
is
down
it, is it
carry
not?
for Henry.
So,
As he's got this
I
down
get it.
inside the 40 to the 39.
Little upset,
Nice run there, 9
not
yards,
too much,
and it'll be
but
2nd down.
you can't tell me.
Sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think early shot?
Okay, if Buffalo had a dome, would they still have the game? If Buffalo had a roof, would they still have had the game? That's my question. I don't know.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And it was relatively close game. Buffalo and
Inside
Cleveland.
handoff, Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard
And
line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This
it's a little surprising, but is it because even though they were the home team, short practice, short week, but I mean now they got to play on that field. They'll be ready for Thursday morning or afternoon. Real quick. Eagles narrowly got past Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
They won by a point, 17-16.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try
And after the game, was it Sirianno?
and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Is that the Eagles coach name? He was super emotional because he was it Frank Wright's OC in Indianapolis. He was hoping to coach against his mentor. And nope, that didn't happen. He got fired. He was let go. And then they hired Jeff Saturday, and obviously that rubbed Sirianno the wrong way. And I mean, well, his mentor got fired, so what do you expect? He didn't like how Saturday just gets hired off.
Back to the ground now. It's
He
Henry.
gets hired out of nowhere and gets the job. And
second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No,
but
not at all. They did a
again,
really
it
nice
is
job staying in their
what
proper
it is.
places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But oh man, to some extent I'm rooting for Jeff Saturday just because the whole situation, how mad people are. And why did he need to start from the bottom up just to become a head coach? No, I don't think so.
That was his only option.
I mean,
They head to the line facing a
look at all these sports.
following the incompletion on
I don't know how much
down.
coaching experience is
Out of the
like
gun, Tannehill.
Jason Kidd or
And right side, Henry's got it. And that's not nearly going to
Steve
be
Nash
enough.
had
Stopped at the
before
22, and he
he
needed
actually got
plenty more.
their head coaching job.
Get
And Steve
only a
Nash, he
yard
got
out of
fired.
that, and it'll bring up 4th
Jason
down.
Kidd,
Quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop
So-
them at the line of scrimmage.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So
But,
both teams come
you know,
away
I
with
don't,
points on their
I,
opening
some
drives,
people,
and they still
if
trail.
they're great
They
minds,
answered the touchdown
that,
with a field goal,
hire
but
them.
at least
If they
able to
pass
break
on
that
flying
good save
colors,
here early.
And that is
you're
what's
going to hire who you
important,
want.
because they didn't let that
Okay.
initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves.
The Jets get the first punt give up the first punt return for a touchdown this season against the Patriots. Of course, it's a walk-off touchdown with 3 seconds left. Detroit has won 3 in a row. Baltimore wins. Commanders have won now what? 5 of 6,
From the 10.
something like that. Raiders win in overtime
Cincinnati
over
coming
the
back on the
Broncos.
field here for their
The
second
Broncos
drive.
got Melvin Gordon because he
Offense running
fumbled
out,
one too many
and they are
times.
charged
Sounds
up,
familiar.
ready to go after
Then
reaching the end zone on
Dallas
their last drive.
goes into Minnesota and just puts a whooping.
But I don't think there's any worries with this group right
On
now. This is a hungry
Minnesota.
group, and they want to keep building off
4
their last
touchdowns,
drive.
4 field
Now they
goals.
just want the officials to hurry up,
2 of
place
them
the
are
ball
50
so they
plus.
can
One's
snap it
even a
and get back to
60-yarder
work.
at half.
So
Just
first
before the
and 10
half.
now from the 30.
Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh.
Here's Joe Mixon
A
as they
revenge
start on the
game
ground.
from week
And he
1.
gets this to the 35. Good for a gain
Kansas
of
City
5.
beats LA Chargers in a close game on Sunday night, and then 49ers just put a whooping on Arizona in Mexico City. Just
The first down run got
So
5.
standings so
Here's
far in the
2nd and
NFL
5.
look like such. In the AFC, you got a tie for first place, Miami and Buffalo, both 7-3. But since
Burrow throw.
Miami won the
Got his man
first head-to-head,
in the middle. That's Higgins.
and then you got New
Second
England
catch
and
for him
the
today,
Jets.
and it'll wind up a first
They're
down.
both 6-4.
Sharp in this game.
Both
I mean,
a winning
touchdown
record.
pass in the
Every
first
team
drive,
in the
comes
East has a
right
winning
back.
record
He's
for
flinging
now.
it around really well here.
I don't think the Jets is going to last much longer. In the AFC North, you got Baltimore 7-3, Cincinnati 6-4, Cleveland and Pittsburgh both 3-7. Cleveland sounds about right. Pittsburgh 2 more losses. Mike Tomlin has suffered his first losing season, and he's been coaching for 15 years. That's something to say. Last year he was able to get 500, 8-1. AFC South, Tennessee 7-3, Indianapolis 4-6-1. I mean, they're not that far behind. I was rooting for Indianapolis on Sunday. Hoping to be 5-1. But then the Jacksonville at 3-7, and Houston only losing 1-8-1. And Houston's lone win. Was against Jacksonville. It would have been funny if they went 16-1. That would have been semi-funny.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete.
In the AFC West, you have Kansas City that's running away with it at 8-2. The LA Chargers 5-5. Las Vegas and Denver both 3-7. And Denver won that series. Las Vegas won that series. They beat them 2 games to none. And how disappointing is the AFC West, who was supposed to be the division to beat? But apparently, nope.
On 1st and 10,
Just,
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, one team with a winning record, one team at 500, and 2 at 7.
It's second down now.
On the NFC side, Philly 9-1 still. They were able to rebound after their first loss, but should be 8-2 in my mind. Then you got Dallas at 7-3, New York Giants 7-3, and Washington 6-5. So all 8 teams in the Eastern Conference, AFC and NFC, have winning records. And I don't know how this late in the season, 12 weeks in, 11 weeks in, how often that has happened. The division has had all 4 teams with winning records. Especially since they've gone to the 32-team format, the 4-team division. It's easy. It's easier this way. Because, like, hypothetically, if your only losses come within the division, and you win all your non-division games, when it used to be 16 games, that's 10 wins right there. And now it's 11 wins if you can win all your non-divisional games.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in.
But now NFC North, Minnesota 8-2, Detroit. I did pick Detroit to go finish second in the North, but not like this. They're 4-6. They've won 3 in a row.
But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
And speaking of the Packers, they are 4-7. Chicago 3-8. NFC South, Tampa Bay 5-5. At least the AFC South has a winning record. First. Atlanta 5-6, New Orleans 4-7, and Carolina 3-8. And they just announced that Sam Darnold's going to get the start. And the NFC West, San Francisco 6-4, Seattle 6-4, Arizona 4-7, and LA Rams, defending Super Bowl champions, 3-7. But here's the thing: they went all in last year. They pushed all their chips in. They traded for Matthew Stafford in the offseason. They traded for Von Miller midway through the season. They signed Odell Beckham Jr. You know, They made all those roster moves, and they went all in, and they won the Super Bowl. Now, look at that. 3-7, the worst a defending Super Bowl champion has been this far in the season. I mean, the goal is to win the Super Bowl. And they, like I said, they went all in.
They'll be going for 6.
And this is the results they get. They won the Super Bowl, and now they're suffering consequences. But I mean, not too many teams can be successful. You know, repeat. It's been almost 20 years since we had a Super Bowl repeat.
A 14-3 ball game.
I mean, you had the Patriots played in 4 straight Super Bowls, and they didn't repeat any of those. Seattle played in back-to-back Super Bowls, they didn't repeat. Kansas City played back-to-back Super Bowls, they didn't repeat.
Now Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Okay, so we got a big 3rd and 2 here. And hands ball off to Henry. Henry easily gets it.
Now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, Tennessee's moving the ball. That's all that matters.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So let's look at the...
Under pressure, and down he goes.
First thing we'll get Cincinnati. How did Cincinnati get here so far this season? Like I said, they're 6-4. I know they started the season at home hosting Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh, you know, still trying to find their quarterback. Just they had some bad snaps, so forth, blocked extra point or field goal. I forget which one. but Pittsburgh wins in overtime.
For the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
That's too low.
That's on target, but it's no good.
So week one, boom, Cincinnati falls short in overtime. They easily had that game won. All they had to do was kick an extra point, make an extra point, but I do believe it was blocked.
Because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
And then as time expires in overtime, Pittsburgh wins.
Maybe a little over, and it's a
week
big
2,
kick, but now we
another
just,
close
if
game.
they mature, you're like, whoa, what happened?
Another
That's
3-point
what we have
loss
here.
Yeah, you're right.
against
20 years ago, we were saying run some more
Dallas.
plays and get closer.
And that's when
Now we
Dallas
think they're definitely
has
within
started
range, and you're
Cooper
exactly right.
Rush.
It comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of
Dallas
leg.
won, what, 6 in a row?
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now Burrow on
But
first
then
down.
things start turning around for
And then
Cincinnati.
he's caught on the
They went
right
to
sideline, but out of bounds.
New York to take on the Jets and redeem themselves what happened on Halloween last year and got the
I see
win.
the surprise in your face there, partner.
They
That is a
took
rare
on Miami, I
completion
believe,
from
on
him. He's
Thursday
been on
night.
point this entire
Another
game.
win.
He has percentage
But then they went to
completion-wise
Baltimore
way up. Not that time.
and
So second
came
down,
up
still
short.
10 yards
Came
to
up
go,
short.
ball on the 43.
So
Here's
except for their
Burrow,
third
setting
loss,
up to
they
throw.
were
He
2 and
completes it
3.
to Boyd.
But then
They get
things
six.
started to
That'll
roll.
leave 'em
Started to
with
roll
3rd and 4.
for Cincinnati.
One thing you're hoping for when
They
you run drag routes,
beat New Orleans.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride,
beat
and you can pick up a lot of
Atlanta.
yardage after the catch.
So then
In this
at that
situation,
point
the
they
defense
were
was
1, 2,
effective, able to stop it before you get a good
3, 4,
game going.
4 and 3. But then Halloween, got Bears at Cleveland, and they're 4 and 4.
This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw.
But now they
Flush
won
to
2
his
straight
right.
again. And they go 6 and 4. They beat Carolina, they manhandled Carolina, and Joe Mixon had 5 touchdowns, 4 running, 1 receiving. It was a one-man show.
So on 4th down, on comes
And then
the
last
left-footed
week,
punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
that game was not as close as the scoreboard says. No, I mean, okay, so Pittsburgh had 20-17 lead at half.
Kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at
Cincinnati
the
goes up
16-yard line.
24-20.
Tennessee
Pittsburgh
offense
kicks the
set
field
to
goal.
go again.
The Bulls
Last time
won.
out, they had that long 50-plus
Cincinnati
yard
kicks the
field
field
goal
goal,
that they missed.
27-23
And I'm
after
sure
the
on their
third.
sideline they're thinking to themselves,
But
okay,
then
do we
10
still
more
want
points
to
by
try one
Cincinnati,
if we're in
go
that
up
position again? And I would
37-23,
dare
and
say
then
that the answer would be
a
yes.
touchdown
They're going to have
by
a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Pittsburgh with
But just to be
45
on the
seconds
safe
left.
side, I'm sure they told their
And
offensive
then
guys,
try the onside
"We'll get
kick,
a little
which did
closer
not
this
work,
time."
and
Yeah,
Cincinnati
I'd
6 and
rather
4.
get in the end
That's
zone
where we
first and
are.
foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They begin with Henry, and he'll power his
So-
way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options. For
Obviously,
what you
they
want to
take
do
on
on
Tennessee
second.
this weekend.
You go right back to him and hope he
Which-
explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the
And it
top.
showed they
The run
have
got
not
4.
won more
Now
than
they
2 in a
deal
row.
with a 2nd and 6.
They start season 2 losses. They win 2. They go 2 and 2.
A handoff,
And they
running
lost.
left, Henry. And he'll
They
be
go 2 and
tackled at
3.
the 23
They won
after
2.
a gain of
They go
3.
4 and 3. They lost the game 1-2. So if trends are our friends, this looks like a loss for Cincinnati. But they have a tough schedule. They go to Tennessee.
A nickel look
They
now for the
host
Bengals as they
Kansas
try
City
to stop them
in
here
2
on
weeks.
3rd down. Here's Tannehill.
Then they host Cleveland. They're hoping to redeem themselves what happened there. Then they head to Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay's not really right.
The tight end is certainly
They're just
positioned
coming off
well
their
to
bye.
move the chains
They
because
just
they
won in
control space
Dusseldorf.
underneath. If they've got good hands,
In
they
Deutschland,
can
that's what they do
dynamic
for them.
target.
They won in
One
Munich
other
and
thing
they
is
won in
right in the
Deutschland. That's
sight
what I'm
lines of a
looking for.
quarterback on just about every
Then they head
play.
to New
That
England.
makes it easier for
Then
the
they
quarterback
host
to pick him out and deliver.
Buffalo on Monday Night Football. Then they end the season hosting Baltimore Ravens. So it's not an easy task.
Henry running right.
And
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Say anything else for more chase? Doesn't really say.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's not going to be an easy task for Baltimore for
Here's Tannehill.
Cincinnati. If I had to take a guess,
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He
2,
doesn't
3,
get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
maybe
So the
4 more
completion
wins.
good for just 3. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full
Out of those
yard
7
to go.
games left, I can see them going 10-7, which I think was
So
their
they
record
just need
last year.
1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the
Now
first
we
with
look at
Henry.
Tennessee.
Yeah, this is gonna
How
be
did
a
Tennessee
Titans first
get to
down
where
as
they
the
are
tackle made it about
with just their 3 losses? And they started the season. Hosting the New York Giants. Giants week 1, get the win, week 1, 0-1. Then Tennessee had the Buffalo. Buffalo was just red hot to start the season. 7 points for Tennessee. 0-2 to start the season. Then Tennessee, they took on the Raiders, and who can't beat the Raiders? Well, Denver can't. But that's... Las Vegas is the 2...
This offense finding its legs now.
Excuse
Here's
me.
another 1st and 10.
Vegas' 2 of their 3 wins are the same against the same team.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this one's going to go
I
the
think
wrong
Vegas'
way.
only other win was
Losing
against
yardage
Houston.
back at the 42. Officially, it's a
Anyways,
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up
Tennessee
2nd
beat
and
the
11.
Raiders.
With his size, he's a
Las
tough man
Vegas.
to bring down, but
And
they
they
do
took
a
on
nice job there stopping his progress
Indianapolis.
and not
Took
allowing
care of
him to get
business.
back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11
Took on the
now after
Commies,
the loss.
the Commanders. Took care of business. Took on the Colts
To
again.
throw is
Beat them.
Tannehill.
Took on
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Took on Houston.
And
Beat
that's gonna
them.
be too high.
Took on the
Out of
Chiefs.
bounds and
Kansas City.
incomplete.
In Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. I think I simulated that
Because
one.
anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun.
I
And
think
missed
they
an
had Tennessee.
opportunity.
Man picked Tennessee on that one. Yeah, I had that.
Ninth
But
play of the drive
it
coming
went
up,
to
and
overtime.
certainly not
Shouldn't
an easy
have,
one on
but it
3rd
did.
and long.
And Kansas City won.
Tannehill.
And Tennessee was holding their ground. And
Flushed
I
out
feel
right,
like Tennessee
and
is
he
built
gets this
to
the 48,
make
but
late
no
runs
further.
anyway.
Well short of the line to gain. Decent
Then,
game on the
they
scramble
took on
of
the Broncos,
6,
beat the
but
Broncos.
now it's 4th.
And last week, they took on Green Bay, went to Green Bay, beat them, and that's how they're 7-3. They lost 2 games early to start the season, and then they went out of row, more or less. Had a little hiccup with Kansas City, but, oh well. They've won
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to
7
punt.
of their last 8
Back
games.
deep, Trent Taylor.
So, and then coming up, they have this one against Cincinnati. Then they had the Philly. They host Jacksonville. They had the LA to take on the Chargers. They host Houston. They have the last prime game against hosting Dallas. And then they end the season at Jacksonville.
Burrow and the Bengals with a
And in
first
my
and
mind,
10 at the
this is a
20.
toss-up game in my mind, but I'm going to,
He'll hand it off
since
here.
it's
This is
in Tennessee,
Mixon.
I lean towards
And he's going to
Titans.
get 7 out of this before being taken down at the
Philly.
27.
But no matter how they phrase it,
I'm leaning towards Tennessee in that one. I'm not a believer in Philadelphia. I think their record is inflated. They should have lost to Indianapolis last week.
Here's 2nd and 3.
I hope Philly loses to Green Bay this
Now
Sunday,
Burrow.
but no.
Here's Higgins out of the
Whatever.
right side. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one's a first down.
Jacksonville, no. Jacksonville ain't going to beat Tennessee. Chargers, toss up in my mind. Chargers are better than what their record says, but they're banged up. They're going to beat the Texans. The Cowboys, I'm going to chalk that one up for Big D.
Here's Burrow. And that one complete once
And
again.
Jacksonville
to
down,
Higgins.
give me Tennessee. So
Calling
1,
a gain of
2,
6 on the play,
3,
and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon,
4, 5.
drag routes are pretty good.
Yeah, I say they go
Against
5-2 in their
running
last
away
7
from
games.
people on them.
To put them at, what is that, 12 and 5? Sure, why not?
4 yards remain for second
And
down.
that'd be close for first place in the conference, potentially.
Now it's Burrow.
Potentially, so
Nearly intercepted.
Tennessee's sitting in a nice spot.
Hands on it, but couldn't put it in.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now they face a third down.
Oh, yeah,
and 4
speaking of
after that
Tennessee.
incompletion on second down.
After their win against the Packers, their OC decided to celebrate just a little too much. And when he returned to Nashville, Memphis,
made at the Titans' 38-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's the third time on this
he
drive
got
that
pulled
these
over
two
for
connected with each
DUI.
other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage.
Yes, as he apparently returned to work.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Apparently the Pro Football Hall of Fame has released their 20 modern era semifinalists for the 2023 Hall of Fame.
But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the
Some
ground,
notable
we
names:
can live with that.
Torrey Holt
But if you're going to give up
returns
10,
for the
12,
9th
15 yards
time.
after the catch, then your
Hines
defense is going to be in
Ward,
a lot of
Darren
trouble.
Woodson among semifinalists for the 7th time, and Rondé Barber makes the list for the 6th time. Zach Thomas his 5th time, and James Willis and Reggie Wayne are back for the 4th time.
It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought
First
down.
timers
Right at a yard.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good
Darrell
pickup
Rivas,
on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now
Jai-
brings up a second and manageable.
Jair Evans,
We've got a 14-3
Joe
ball
Thomas,
game with 2
Dwight
minutes left in
Freeney,
the opening half.
James Harrison, Henry Elder,
First
Lundy
down marker
Fletcher,
at the 5. It's second and
Albert
goal.
Lewis,
From the shotgun, Joe
Okay.
Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
and then you have Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Willie Anderson, Anquan Bolden, Rodney Harrison, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Robert Mathis, Smith Sr., Craig Taylor, DeMarcus Ware, Ricky Waters, Vince Wilfork complete the list. The semifinals will be reduced to 15 finalists before the final vote in January. The inductees will be announced on February 9th during the NFL Honors, the night before the Super Bowl. And Cincinnati just went up 21-3.
21-3.
I don't know.
That drive in total 8
Like I said, I'm leaning
plays.
towards
And it
Tennessee.
was
I'll give you
Jamar Chase who finished
my
it off
official
with a touchdown reception.
pick when I do my picks when that time comes. So let's see how Tennessee reacts with 3 timeouts and a minute 57 left in the first half, if they can bounce back and get on the board.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
They gotta hurry up.
8 out of this before being
8
stopped
yards,
at the
that's not so
28.
bad.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it.
I think they're going to start using timeouts until
right at
less
the
than
30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Tannehill.
High. Oh, you're going to get pass interference?
Complete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Oh my goodness. He just threw that up there. There was no one there.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
What a horse
on
honky.
1st down.
It's his receiver in stride, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, and they call timeout.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel
47
like
seconds left, and he gets sacked, and they're going to have to use their last. Oh, they're not going to use their last time out. They're going to hurry up, though.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Every week. Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's go, baby.
Time's running out. 20 seconds.
Gotta assume this defense will be
one
charging
last
again
shot
here. It's 2nd and 15. Another
before
try after
using
the
a
1st down
timeout.
sack. Tannehill. And
Wow.
pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Just
Now the Titans will use their 3rd
ridiculous.
and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
So 11 seconds, he has to get over along the sideline.
Now back
Yeah,
to throw.
he's going to sack and he gets fumbled. And then Cincinnati calls a timeout. What? Just go to half.
4th down coming up. They go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. On 4th down,
Plenty of
Tannehill.
protection, runs up, throws it deep
He's gonna float
to the
this
end
over the middle
zone.
deep. And this
Oh
is
my
inside the
goodness.
5.
But there's
So
There's no time left.
Here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in
All
front.
that.
As we'll send
All
you
of
down to
that.
Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA
Wow.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that 1st half for Cincinnati. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. But meanwhile, for the Titans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that 1st half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans
So at least Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half,
and they
so we
trail
can.
here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7.
If only.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
I mean, yeah, Tennessee can still run the ball.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, first down.
That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Henry up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So we got 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill.
Oh,
It's
fourth down.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
So Lambeau,
for the field goal try.
his third attempt.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt.
A little
from the left
closer.
hash.
That should be good.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
So down by 2 scores, 11 early, still pretty much early in the third.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, wide open.
This is caught. It's Boyd.
And well, Tennessee does have one of the worst
that one goes for
DBs in the
24
league.
yards.
So
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow will throw.
ooh.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Lots of time, and he hits his man in stride.
And it's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Go get him now. Let's ride up.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. To the air again, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Touchdown! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical.
I mean, yes, Cincinnati can move the ball.
And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That time a 6-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Well, Tennessee needs to make a stop next time on defense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 79 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. Sideline throw.
Okay, but I guess.
Nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got enough for the first
22 carries,
across
86
midfield to the
yards.
48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tannehill on third down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to push forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Oh, here we go.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And around.
Here's
Why
Burks on
would
the
you cut
jet
that?
sweep. And he'll be taken
Why
down
would you
here at
cut
about the
that?
11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job.
But then
there
if you're
by the
10,
guys on defense,
no.
diagnosing the jet sweep.
No, you don't go
and
for
putting
2
it
quite
down.
yet. I don't think so.
Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Tannehill.
Under pressure, Rose is right. Just
Escaping
runs for
the
it.
pressure right.
Oh!
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
He would have had a touchdown. He just ran.
In his headset, he was hearing from his coach. It's 3rd down.
You gotta go
Don't
for
take
it.
a sack.
You can't
and
give
in
a
this
field
case,
goal now.
he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible
No,
loss
there's no way
into positive
we're
yardage.
able. They is sending out the kicker. See? Psych.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Tail run
And
down.
He is not
Oh
going
my
anywhere.
goodness.
They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Cincinnati's just
Second
taking
and
care of
4.
business, moving the ball.
Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of
I don't need
them.
my
And these
microphone.
guys have been taking advantage so far.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the
At least one more play
47 now
before
on first down.
the end of the quarter.
Now it's Mixon running right, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Yep.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys
I
trailing
don't
back here to
blame
begin
'em.
quarter number 4. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Oh,
Right,
this
trying
could
to
be.
get it to Chase,
Why'd
but
you
it's
cut that?
intercepted. It's Roger McCray.
That made no sense. Anyways, it's time for our picks for the week.
Shy of midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they
Last
got in this
week.
rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available
10
on draft night, that was one
and
where you didn't need
4.
the full time to make the
Boom.
selection. You call that
Bounce
pick
back.
early,
My
and he
overall
showed why
record
he was so coveted with that
is
interception there.
87.76 with a 53% accuracy. That's not good. But anyways, since it's Thanksgiving week, all 32 teams are playing 16 games this week,
Tannehill
3
and
on
the Titans come
Thanksgiving,
up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
which means
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
13,
Open man,
No.
Westbrook Akine.
12,
He'll be out of bounds, just shy of
12
the 40.
on Sunday and 1 on
That's good
Monday.
for a pickup of
That's
10
13
yards.
games, and
And
that's
that'll leave it with a second and just a few inches left.
As long as you
32
go through your
no, man, I did
proper
that
reads and
wrong.
progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because
That's-
usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
That's
And those guys
16.
like it, right? They can
Yeah,
get
that's
the ball
16.
with a
3
full head of
plus
steam.
12 plus
Especially
1
against
is
man
16.
coverage, because man
Cool.
coverage, they're typically running
Anyways.
away from someone and not worried about
Yeah.
traffic coming out on the other end.
Tennessee's on the
And
move.
he's gonna be
Anyways,
taken
on
down
Thanksgiving,
about the
of course, you're going to have
33.
Dallas, you're going to have Detroit,
That was a
and you have
route run, not just
a
with
Thursday
dexterity,
night game.
but with
Thankfully, not
intelligence.
on Prime.
Found the hole in the
Anyways,
zone,
you have
made sure the quarterback saw it,
Buffalo
was able to make
at
the short
Detroit,
catch, and put the
New York
down
Giants
marker
at
back to
Dallas.
1.
and then you got New England at Minnesota. And we all know how Kirk Cousins does in prime time.
Back-to-back good plays.
And on Sunday, early games, we have
first down.
Tampa Bay at Cleveland, Cincinnati at Tennessee,
Here's Tannehill.
Houston at Miami, Chicago at New York,
And he's brought down
Jets,
here just outside of the
Atlanta
20.
at Washington, Denver at Carolina, Baltimore at Jacksonville, late games, LA Chargers at Arizona, Las Vegas at Seattle, LA Rams at Kansas City, New Orleans at San Francisco, Sunday night, Green Bay at Philadelphia. And Monday Night Football, we got Pittsburgh at Indianapolis.
And he'll get
So,
this one down to about the 17.
tradition, Buffalo,
Give him 3 on first down.
Buffalo at
It'll
Detroit.
set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well.
I'm
on the
hesitant.
ground the
Detroit
entire
has
game.
won 3 games
While
in a
that
row.
wasn't a huge one, that's
They're
okay.
back home.
They'll take
They're
them
on
in short,
Thanksgiving.
steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill.
Ooh,
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it.
I'm trying to
Even though
find
this one
what's
feels like a
Detroit's
lost cause.
recent record on Thanksgiving. No, I don't want standings. That's Thursday night games.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
So I want, yep,
Now
I
it's
think I found it.
Tannehill.
Somewhat.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's
I
coverage
did
you'd
find the
expect to
right
see in
one.
a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this.
Okay,
They are
so-
not letting up.
Last year, Detroit lost. Detroit lost. Detroit lost. Detroit lost.
Desperation time
Detroit
for
lost.
Tannehill on 4th down. This is caught.
Detroit lost.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try
Detroit
to finish
won.
off this drive with
Oh,
6
so it's been
points.
7 years since Detroit has
Those are
won
the types of
on
plays
Thanksgiving.
They probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th.
Detroit had a
A nice
3-game winning
first
streak
down
from
and a pickup
2013 to
on that
2015.
Yeah, and this is where
And then they have lost 7 straight,
looking for effort and
starting
execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
2017
You want to find out who's going to fight, who's
against
going to
Minnesota.
scrap, who's going
And
to keep
lost
their
to
heads
Chicago.
up and continue to play.
And lost to Chicago. Lost to Detroit, or lost to Chicago again. They played Chicago 3 straight years on. No, they lost to Houston. They had
Henry.
Chicago in between there.
Is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And then they lost to Chicago last year. Houston 2 years ago. Chicago 3 years ago. Chicago 4 years ago. And Minnesota 5 years ago. And Minnesota 5 years ago. No, 2016 they won. They won 2016-15. Oh, they won in 2016. So they had a 4-game win streak then. I digress though.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Oh, now they decide to go for 2, I guess. It's either now or never.
They'll look to throw.
Wide open.
And they're going to get the 2-point
So,
conversion.
you know
Caught
what?
in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
I'm going
So
to
they're
pick
able to throw
Detroit.
it in for the 2-point
I'm
conversion.
picking an upset.
Sometimes that can be a
Sure,
risky play, but
the
they got
Bills
it.
just played in Fort Field. They just won. But you know what? It was a struggle.
2 points for them, but he identified
And they have a
open
short
target and put it
week.
right on him.
Detroit. What would be greater than see Detroit win on Thanksgiving? A rarity. So you know what? Give me Detroit. Oh, then we have New York Giants at Dallas. You know what? I'm going with them boys. Them boys. I should have kept that up too.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown.
Their
he'll kick
their
this
recent
one away.
record on Thanksgiving.
Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
The
No
30.
flags, no nothing.
10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
Okay, so Dallas lost last year to Vegas. I remember that
Such
game,
an
and it was very
electric play,
controversial,
so
but I
much
was
fun
so
to
happy.
watch, and you need all 11 guys is in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Then they lost to Washington.
That's teamwork to be able to put it all together.
Then they lost to the Bills in 2019. Then they beat Washington. Last time they won on Thanksgiving was 2018, so they are due as well. And you know what? They took care of business against the Giants earlier in the season. They'll take care of business again. Give me them boys. And then on Thursday night, prime time, Kirk Cousins is 3-5 on Thursday game. Thursdays.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Hey, first off,
And what a job there by
what is
all 11
New
on the
England's
kick
record
return.
on
The blocking
Thanksgiving?
excellent, the return excellent, the result 6 points.
At Patriots.com. Oh, I just want a standings. They played 14 games. Oh, forget this. This is. Go back to Wikipedia.
So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return
Let's see if I can
touchdown.
find
This
the
is
last
where
time
we
they
get a
played on
touchback and move it out to the
Thanksgiving.
25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break.
Yeah,
Right?
2012.
Yardage, that's cool.
And they
but
beat
it's not paying off
at least
on the
they
scoreboard. They're not getting the
beat the
points
Jets in
necessary.
2012. Let's
and
see
if you're a defensive
if I
team,
missed one
you'll
for
give
some
up that
reason.
yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah,
remember them
exactly. Take
playing,
away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well.
I could just
But the
been
biggest
kidding.
one
So
is they
2012.
contained him well enough that they've been
Let's
able to
see,
increase
New
their lead.
England
A 3-score game here
on
late.
Thanksgiving is
Comeback, but certainly some
5,
kind of a
3,
moral
and
victory
2?
to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out.
No, they
And
played
too
5
bad
times
they
on
had a nice
Thanksgiving.
pass play
Okay.
there to push things
They're
down.
3 and 2.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory. Or
Their last game was
something that feels
2012,
a
which they
little
won
bit
against the
cheap.
Jets,
But
and
if
the
they trim that
infamous
lead down
Buck
to just 2
fumble.
scores, that's
Minnesota
still a
has played
benefit to the
8 times
squad.
on Thanksgiving. They are 6 and 2.
Meanwhile,
Last time being 2017.
by Westbrook Akina here. And they're
Giving
able
the
to work
Detroit
this
Lions their
across
current losing
midfield to the 48.
So they both have winning records on Thanksgiving, but I gotta go with the Patriots.
Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the
So
defense.
those are my picks for Thanksgiving. Now we move on to Sunday. Tampa Bay, Cleveland. Oof. Has Tampa Bay turned around, or did that bye really deflate them? And just because of it, I'm going with Cleveland just because.
In Bengals territory
Just because I
now
love
with a
Cleveland.
1st and 10
throwing that out
at
there.
the 48-yard line.
Oh, no, I thought. You know what?
There, but this pass is
I am
going
not agreeing with Madden right now. I know they have a Cincinnati up 35-14, but I think Tennessee is going to keep that closer game, and I think Tennessee is going to get the win and keep on trucking.
So after the incompletion on first, now
Houston
2nd
at
and 10.
Miami, give me the Dolphins. I don't know
Tannehill.
if Houston's going to win another game
They
this
set up the
season.
screen for Henry. Man, he'll lose yardage here. Back at
Chicago
the
at
47.
New York Jets.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play.
Justin Fields
And that'll
got
force
hurt.
upon him a 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late
Jets
game,
aren't looking
down
good
on the
either.
scoreboard, had
This
to
is a
figure they were
toss-up in
expecting
my
a pass
mind.
downfield.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
the edge
surprised if
rushers
somehow
are
the Bears
coming.
pull it
They
off.
could have hit big.
Just
You're right.
because.
Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
But I'll go with the Jets. I'll go with the home team. Atlanta
And
at
nickel look
Washington,
here
give me
for
the
the Bengals
Commanders.
as they try to defend this on 3rd. Tannehill
If-
throwing again.
If Carson Wentz did not get hurt,
And brought in downfield by Burks.
Heineke would not be
And down
in.
to the 20 he'll go
At
before
least-
heading out of bounds. Boy, a nice
But I
play
don't
there
think
as they wind
Washington
up
would have
converting
won as many
on
games as
3rd
they
and
have.
15. Defensively,
They
another
made the right
uncomfortable
switch
lead
at
for the
quarterback,
but
and I
do
think they
not
should
wanna
stick
give
with
up big
Heineke.
plays like that.
They want to finish
So
strong.
yeah, give them the
So
Commanders.
oftentimes in this situation, you tighten
Denver
up
at
underneath in your
Carolina.
coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
That's a toss-up.
They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield,
But
you're making plays on the football.
So a big
Sam
play as it
Darnold's
gets them all the way down to
starting
the
at
20 now for 1st and 10.
for Carolina this weekend. Broncos
shotgun handoff to Henry.
somehow found a way to win. But yet,
3 yards
it's
on the pickup
only one,
there,
two
and it'll
teams
be
they beat all
second
year.
down.
Not too many offenses want
But
to turn down
they
long
can
drives,
hit
but
the
when you're down
Carolina
what they are,
and
they've
beat them.
got to pay it off with
That's
some
right,
points.
right? That's right. They got rid of Melvin Gordon. That was their problem, right? That's right.
2nd down and 7.
Baltimore, Jacksonville.
They'll run it again
I'm going with the
Henry.
Ravens. I'm
And
going
he's
with
going to be
Baltimore
close to a first down
for
as
several
the tackle
reasons.
made at the Bengals' 13-yard
But
line.
I would not be surprised if
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but
threw
they'll
runs in
remain
there
a yard or
and
two
stop
short here with
Lamar
3rd down
and
coming
company.
up.
It's not a huge breakaway run,
They-
but if your starting
Baltimore
running
needs
back
to get a
finishes
convincing
the
win
game
again.
with averages of 5
And
or
they
6
haven't
yards
lately.
per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They are
3rd and
1-1
2,
against teams
Tannehill.
from Florida.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to
Late
finish off this
games,
drive with
Chargers
6 points.
at
Certainly had success
Arizona.
throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the
Give
passing
me
game,
LA.
and they're
Give me LA
picking up another
Chargers.
first down.
They're healthier.
Whatever they saw
They're
going
moving in
into
the right
this one,
direction.
they've been able
Cliff
to
Kingsbury
capitalize on
can't
it,
win
and no
in the second
adjustment
half
has
of the
been made to
season.
take it away.
Just the facts of life. Las Vegas at Seattle. Woo! Seattle's coming off a bye. Raiders.
They'll try and run
No, wait,
forward
no.
with
The
Henry.
Broncos lost. Man, I got that wrong.
122 yards rushing for
Whatever.
Miles. He has
I know I
been
said earlier.
tremendous all day
I meant
long.
Broncos.
As long as you've been the air attack, this
I don't
got
know,
them
two
down here,
teams
but
that,
now where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good
One
pickup
of two
there on
teams that
1st and goal.
the Raiders can only beat. Anyways. Whatever.
2 of their 3 red zone trips
Give me
so far,
Seattle.
they've come up
Seattle,
empty
they're at
on. They'll
home.
look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he gets
Give me
in.
Seattle.
Touchdown,
Walker
Tennessee.
bounces back.
Derrick Henry
Yeah.
with his 2nd touchdown of the
Rams,
afternoon.
Chiefs. Do I
And the
really
Titans
have to
got
pick?
it back to a
Rams ain't going to
two-score
score
game
more
here in the 4th.
than 15
Josh
points.
Lambo now for the point after.
Chiefs are going to blank them, if anything.
And the lead will be cut down to
Saints,
14.
49ers.
So the Broncos
49ers are trending in the right direction, and they're on their way to win that
Derrick Henry
AFC
to
West.
finish it off with a touchdown run.
So yeah, give me Niners against the Saints. New Orleans. Sunday Night Football. I should just. Well, I'm not going to keep picking the Packers against the Packers the rest of the season. I know I'm a Packer homer, and we pick the Packers every single game. But I know they're bad now. I know they stink. So. But Philly struggled on the road. And then they lost at
Lambeau
home
now
against
after the
Washington
touchdown. He'll kick
on
this
Monday
one
night.
away.
Green Bay has had 10 days off.
This one fielded at the 5.
And who knows?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the
Green Bay is
Cincinnati
1-2
offense
against
ready to
Cincinnati.
see what they can do here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle
They-
on their
they
hands
easily
again.
could
Back
be
to a
3-0
two-score
against
game.
Cincinnati,
The
but
interception
this
that
is
led
my
to a
bias.
touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more
I'm
careful
going
here
with
if
the
they
popular
do
pick.
indeed try to throw the
And I'm
football.
going with
Yeah,
the
and I was a little
Eagles.
surprised by
Deep
the
down
last
side.
You know, that type of throw in this
I'm
type
hoping
of a
Packers
game,
win.
I'm going to be very careful.
It kind of
about
reminds
Maybe the
me
only throw you
of
make
what
is maybe
happened
a toss
in
to your
2016. The
halfback or
Packers were
something
4-6.
like that. Otherwise,
Okay?
take care of the
They
thing
just
and
lost.
finish this bad boy off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's
To
caught on
Washington.
the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they
And
work it across
that was 6 years ago, and that was in Washington.
25 yards that
And that
time.
was a.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some
Was
people.
that
Got
Sunday
the
night,
lead,
or was that
fourth
Monday
quarter,
night?
yet
That
he's
might have
still
been
firing
Monday night.
away. I think he
Because I
believes
saw
that's the
they
best
had
way to go ahead
back-to-back
and win the
primetime
game.
games.
Yeah, a lot of coaches
Against
say,
Washington
let's just
and
run
at
the
Philly
football, be
on the road.
conservative. He's sticking to
They
his
lost
game
at
plan.
Washington.
that is his
Next
game,
week they
and
were at
that's what they're
Philly,
gonna ride.
and that was when the winning streak began.
So operating from
When
Tennessee
Rod said,
territory
"Yeah, we
now,
go on a
here's
roll."
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow looking to pass.
And
Over
this
the middle,
just
he
might happen
finds
again.
Higgins.
I
And
think
the
Washington
tackle
was
gonna be
Sunday
made
night.
at the 38.
Phillies
passing game
was Monday
continues to be
night. But
their
anyways, I
friend, even
digress.
with a stable lead here in the fourth,
So,
Charles. They're going back to that well.
I'm sticking with the Eagles, since I'm trying to improve on my record, but I would not be surprised if Green Bay pulls up the upset and some steam starts to burrow in. And finally, Monday Night Football, Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Give me the Colts. I want to see Jeff Saturday finish the season strong.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much.
If they didn't give up that kick return for a touchdown, just imagine if their defense held on the drive.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
12 of the 16 games, I'm picking the home team,
because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Right here, I thought this game would be over by now. Yeah, it's not.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Taking the knee, they're down by 7.
So they'll bring it out to the
3 scores, I say.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half
originally was
to
going
erase
to
that
simulate
deficit that they were
the
facing,
Packers-Eagles game, and the
unfortunately,
Eagles are going
the second half
show
has
off
pretty much been
their
a carbon copy of the
fancy
first.
new helmets.
Yeah, that early
and
lead was almost
unis.
insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tannehill.
How about, oh, he said go ahead, they better hurry up.
Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge
Previous
flag.
play is under review.
Did he keep those feet?
I don't know if it's
down?
worth
That's
challenging.
the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And they overturned it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field and convert.
So a good decision that time by Zach Taylor. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
All day and
too
short.
much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Oh, he catches it.
Open man is Burks, and he's got
But
him.
this is where they need
And
to
he is going to
hurry
pick up the
up.
Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive
But they don't do that
alive. No
anymore.
reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
2nd and 2.
Time's running out for Tennessee.
Here's Tannehill.
Under pressure, and what is that?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah,
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield.
They got hurry up.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
But they need 3
The end
scores.
result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great
Look how much
shape
time is
with
ran off
first
the
and goal.
clock. There's a big difference.
Now Tannehill.
Touchdown!
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6
recover the
points.
onside kick. Just imagine.
Point after by Lambo. Up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. So
it comes down to this. The onside kick. If they don't recover it, they're going to use all 3 of their timeouts. And if Cincinnati can't get first down, or at least 2 first downs, and then Tennessee gets the ball back, and so forth, and something along those lines. But,
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And did the Titans get this?
Oh my goodness.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick.
I can't believe they
battle
didn't really
still,
cover
but a
that.
start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
They have a
They've
minute
got the
and
momentum
4
here
seconds.
now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here's Tannehill. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember,
They gotta hurry up.
basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
But they'll get to line and call
And a
timeout.
lot of that was through the
But
passing
they're
game.
gonna waste so much time.
Physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due.
Look
because
at all
they've
that
done an
time running
excellent
off the
job
clock.
moving
Yeah,
the
no
ball through
huddle on
the
my
air.
butt. They wouldn't
Secondary
have lost
getting
that much
picked apart
time.
Pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And if they would have got a touchdown before halftime, just think, it'd be a one-score
Deep
game.
ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably
It's
not
deep,
the last one
yeah,
you're going
third
to see
inches,
in
well,
this
they could-
game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They have to call.
Tight end Hooper.
Oh, he got out of bounds. Okay, 29 seconds.
Down inside the 40. 7 catches for him
I will
now in this
poop my
last one.
pants
A
if
first
this
down.
game goes
Many
to
different
overtime.
ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing
He's got to get
Tannehill.
rid of it now. Heave ho.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He had him too,
Give him
just
big
couldn't stay in
credit for his
bounds.
coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They work again
Time
from
is
the 38
running
on
out for
2nd and
Tennessee.
10.
Yeah, hand it off to Henry.
Tannehill.
They
He's got
have.
Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be hauled down.
Why aren't you
about
using
the
a timeout?
30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag
Oh
route
my
to the tight
goodness.
end.
You have 3 timeouts,
And
and you're not using it?
Still an effective gain nonetheless.
What kind of play management is that?
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went
Yeah,
over.
you would get booed
Offenses were
off.
clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not
So,
fun to be a defensive player. but on the
ridiculous.
offensive side of the ball,
This is what
those guys had a
the one thing,
blast.
man, is unrealistic
Team
about
came
it because
with a
that is
victory, even
the
better
hurry
for
up
them.
offense and so forth. But there you have it. Tennessee failed to make the comeback, but put on a show. Tannehill looking back at the crowd, and they're just boo in him. 363, 419. But there you have it. Cincinnati goes into Nashville, takes care of business, and wins. That's what man says. I think they're going to get the W on Sunday, but we'll find out. But until then, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your meal, and take some time off, and hopefully your teams win. Adios, muchachos.